Welcome again, everybody, to HotCupOfWeb Gaming. This is Bob Inc. Again, we're playing Space Engineers. Today's plan, hopefully, is we're going to finish up our storage truck here and go off and start gathering some of the ores so we can start putting together a proper base, as this platform here is only going to get us so far the way it's built. So there's no point waiting around. Let's jump right in. We got remember, we got the spiders turned on, so they are a nuisance. But we got us a spider defense turret up, so hopefully that will be enough to keep the spiders off of us. I guess we'll find out. So let's try and get started here by moving this connector I put down that is out of place. It's got to go up one more square to line up with these cargo boxes. Let's get things welded up here. The last episode we got pretty much the whole frame welded up with the tires, so hopefully we can get this welded up before we run out of energy. I went with some large cargo boxes, so hopefully with the lower gravity it'll help us, be able to carry larger amounts of cargo a little easier. Guess we'll find out. Part of me is hoping for some weird things to happen, because it's more entertaining for everybody that's watching, of course. And I don't mind. I'm not afraid to admit I've screwed up more than my share of ships, thinking that you had everything set the way it's supposed to be, and you take off only to have it smash into itself or explode, or not have enough power to get out of the atmosphere and come crashing back to Earth. I don't know if that'll be a big problem on this planet, because like I said, we only have the 0.25 gravity. Uh-oh. Spider attack. Come on, turrets. Steel plates. I mean, how could you not? There we go. Whoa. Really bounced off of that spider, huh? There we go. Alright, it's got the energy. Oh, we need some power cells. Let's get some power cells. We had some being made. A couple of those. Let's see, power cells. Yeah, we got some made. Where are the rest of them? We got 12. Need more than that. Oh, no, I got them in. Never mind. Go. Let's finish this beacon. Don't want to be losing the truck, that's for sure. Let's grab these power cells. Finish this battery. Oh, we do still need more. We need 12 more power cells. Let's queue that up. Let's do 20 for now. Sure, we'll find a use for the extra. Let's see what our refinery's up to. Finding some nickel. Some iron. Some iron. Grab these power cells. Once we have the power cells on here, this truck should be drivable. I'm not too worried about the disconnect between the cockpit and the rest. I'm not too worried about oxygen. I ain't gonna worry about that. Let's take this off and take this off. just because, you never know. And let's see. Looks like we got motion. Something I want to do though, because of the low gravity, what I want to do is I want to keep us on the ground. So let's just put a couple of downward thrusters on here. I'm going to put them out by the wheel here. Put one there. Let's put one on this side. And what that'll let us do is we can fire the thrusters off once in a while as needed. And then help push us back down to the ground so that we don't float away, because if we hit any kind of ramps or bumps or anything, I mean, this sucker is going to go flying because of the gravity. 0.25 gravity. Looks like we need 2 more large tubes. Let's grab those. Not too worried about what are they called? Gyroscope, but I don't know. For argument's sake, let's just slap one on anyway. Just taking a car or a truck of some kind, you don't really need one because it lets you do like barrel roll rotations, and I don't really plan on doing any of those. But who knows what we're gonna need? So let's just we got the materials to do it, and so let's just put one on. So let's grab the motors. Grab these motors, put them in here. There we go. Then let's drive over. There we go. So you got the thrusters now. I might actually put 2 more on the back tires so I can evenly push the whole ship down. Head on over to our cobalt iron nickel there in the distance, and let's see if we can gather up some of them basics. Keep our refinery pumping away. Yeah, it's hard to control with the low gravity because the tires just don't touch the ground enough. But I think our hole is right here, so let's go ahead and park the truck. Now, something I think I'll end up doing is when we put the other thrusters on, you can put them on an override so that they'll constantly be running. And what that'll do is I'll just put it on a light downward, constant downward force, and it'll allow us to it'll just constantly hold the vehicle down to the ground. So let's pile up a little bit of fuel. I think we had 1,000 already back in the refinery, so let's get
inventory full.
A handful of this. Uh-oh. And I think we're getting a little overboard. I mean, this truck's way more than it'll carry on us. Got a spider attack going on though, so let's handle that. Let's put, I got some parts in my inventory. Let's go ahead and put them down. Let us carry more ore. So then let's get down in here. It's a nice little spot here. You got nickel and iron that come together, so all you gotta do is turn direction, get an iron, and the other direction, and get in nickel. Hoping, I know the last video, the mining sounds were pretty loud. Kind of went over my voice. I dialed it down. The game volume down, so hopefully that did the trick. Alright, we filled the connector. Let's start filling the cargo box. That's one thing you learn playing this game is over time is you can almost never have too much iron. Even if you got a million iron, it's gonna last you forever. Once you start making anything, it don't last very long. Everything takes iron, lots of steel plates, construction parts, and interior plates. They all use iron.
Inventory full.
Oh, I love that lady's rapping. Somebody should auto-tune it into a song. Inventory full by the AIs. So let's keep gathering up here. I know you don't want to sit and watch me mine all day, so I'm thinking the next thing we want to do is we'll get 10,000 iron, so let's go ahead and get this back. And what we can do is get the refinery going on refining the iron, and we can start laying out our next base. Our actual base, I should say. I said in the beginning that this thing here is just going to be a temporary platform, and that's what I plan on it being. It's just a temporary platform. So let's almost did it. You know, let's park this away from the gun just in case, so it don't shoot itself up. Go ahead and put it over here. Get rid of these. Just got the handbrake turned on, so we don't need to have a stopper for it anymore. Let's get these in here. Now I could go and build the connector and all that, but I don't see the point in putting it in just for a couple of quick load transfers here. But let's get this refinery going on the iron, huh? Go. Got spiders somewhere. Whoa. Being surrounded. Let's go ahead and collect the spoils of spider war here. I wonder if somebody took care of Spider-Man if he'd have that many steel plates on him. How many steel plates he'd have on him. Apparently I didn't know spiders are made of steel or iron. Let's get more iron in here. Let's take some of this stuff out and put a lot more iron in here. Refine so fast. And let's see, we'll go ahead and we don't have much silicon, so we'll throw some of that in there. Okay. Let's start our next platform here a little bit. Like I said before, I want to have it off the ground slightly. So let's see, we'll put it over here to start. And let's see. Let's right here's a good place to any. I'm going to use heavy armor blocks for the legs, and I'm going to use regular light armor for the flooring. That way, if the spiders do hit us, or I should say when the spiders get us, get at the base, it'll get a fit in there. The blocks will be able to take a little more damage. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a decent sized platform to start with here. And get the legs in. It looks like we're going to be a little closer to the ground on one end, and that should be fine. Make that work. Oh, look at that. I measured that out perfect. So let's slip that in there. So then now let's put a piece there. Then let's do we have we got stairs. I need to get some interior plate on me. Let's grab some of that. Let's grab some of that. So we'll place this here. And then this is always the fun part when you build things, is having to spin upside down to be able to connect the blocks. So we'll put that there. Second stair there. Then what we'll do is we'll start on our doors here, and we'll start right away with an airlock. Alright, sorry, I put a gap in there, but get back to it. Where do we leave off here? We were putting in floor of the base, starting out by putting the airlock in with a double door. That way you can go in and out the doors without depressurizing the whole place. I always end up making the mistake of you don't think about it at first because you just don't have the material, and then you get down the line, you got to redesign the whole base to accommodate a double door or some kind of a fancier depressure tube or whatever you want to call it. But we got it in this time, so go ahead and throw some walls up here, get started. Let's see, we need to work in. Let's see, let's clear this out. Got a refinery, assembler. So let's start by putting the refinery in. That sucker takes the most amount of space. I'm thinking, yeah. Let's put it there. And then we got the assembler. That one here. Move that, and that, so we can put the fancy boosters on it for the save power and produce faster. But we don't have the material to make them yet, but we'll get there. So let's connect those. So let's start by getting, we need a bunch of steel. So let's start bringing over some steel. We'll need all our steel. Let's make more steel. One down, free computers. Where's his buddy? Apparently you don't have one. Let's see, we need 20 grid, 40 construction. Apparently we gotta make some parts. Got some grids going, let's get some construction going. Apparently the motors and large tubes, I know they'll need those. Let's see, we need some more computers and some displays. Computers and displays. Still need construction, more computer, huh? More large tubes. Grabbing parts, running them back. Grabbing more parts, running them back. There we go. Got a refiner.
Energy low.
Keep an eye on the energy. You can't let that run out, otherwise let's start losing health. We'll have to head over to survival kit, pop some energy, or we can get in the cab of our truck. Uh-oh. I hear spiders. They're messing with the bottom of the base here. Look at that. I'm gonna have to get to work on getting the parts for those. Finish up that heavy armor pillars so that they don't collapse the base on itself. Get some power back. Finish this refinery, hopefully. That's one thing about your tools. You gotta get the newer tools, the original level 1 tools. They're slow as all get out, I tell ya. Alright, we need construction and a couple more computers. Let's see. Computers. Some construction here. Some computers. Almost got an assembler. A few more construction pieces here. I do like this button they added here. These buttons didn't used to be here. It's nice, you can hit that and it takes you right to the assembler inventory. Because I remember before, you have to go back to the inventory and then you gotta filter the inventory, or you gotta find your assemblers at the beginning or on the list. Apparently we're 2 construction short here. Go. Oh, we got full assembler and refinery out here. It's a good start. Don't have power yet, we'll get there. Gonna have to collect a lot more bits and pieces, I know that. Got more spider attacks. They never stop, man, I tell ya. Kind of look like mini dragons. So we got an assembler. We almost got a tube to connect them here now. obviously we need some of these small tubes. Do that. And I had an idea for these walls. I don't know. I'm thinking some kind of cool glass walls. Look, be real neat. Thinking if you do something like this, let's see. So we do 1, 2. Could kind of work them in there maybe. Gonna need 1x2s. Could put it between them. To put down the windows, you gotta have girders. So let's grab us a couple girders here. Let's try to get made up here. It's gonna probably take us a while to get them finished, but because we're gonna have to go collect a lot of silicone to finish out the windows. They take a lot to finish the glass. So okay, I need to do 2 of these, and they're not the same, but we can go like that. So now we can see how many it would take for here. You can't really make them. I mean, you can make them meet in the corner, kind of, but it's a little weird. So if we do that, oh, that works out pretty good. On this side, though, we're gonna have to, I think, do something a little different there. Let's get this one in. 2 spaces, put that there. With what I want to put on the back wall for the assemblers in the refinery, I'm not going to be able to line these up the same. So I'm thinking maybe we just put a regular wall in for this. And then I had a thought, not sure which would work better here, if you could do doing the angle blocks, or if doing, you could do like rounded pieces. Kind of like the rounded pieces look neat. Do that. Finish out the corners. Like I said, we just have to collect a bunch of iron and silicone to get all these parts made. And yeah, I might have to do some of that off camera because we're going to need to get a lot of iron refined. Gonna kill more spiders. Who knows, maybe I'll find a spider that's got a ton of glass in it. That'd be handy. I don't think it's gonna happen though. They seem to just have steel and motors and large tubes. Maybe they're mechanical robot spiders of some kind, I don't know. But I don't know, we got the start of a base here. We just got to transfer our windmills over. Salvage what's left of here. Move it into here. Might have to expand at some point, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But they'll do that in a future episode, so tune in next time for another episode of HotCupOfWeb Gaming. And this is Bob Inc. I hope you enjoyed this one, and don't forget, if you like the video, to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave us a comment. We're starting out here, so any feedback is we're looking for it. We took the good and the bad, and hopefully we'll adjust and hopefully make it better for everybody. So thanks for sticking with us, and tune in next time. Thanks a lot.